Okay, whatever you say.
Studio microphones and a front-facing camera. Not on the side, but centered, right where it should be.
Okay, now shots are being fired. Okay, so yesterday was a Microsoft event where they released their products to the world. Some products that I really liked, some products that I really didn't like, but you know what, I think they're pretty good. But we're going to be mainly focusing on the two products that have captured my interest. I also found it funny how they threw a few jabs at Apple with statements I didn't really agree with, but they did it anyway. And we're also going to be paying homage to the first product that got me my first 5,000 views and my first 54 subscribers. So if you're a part of the original 54, guys, I remember you. Comment down below the first. So I'm excited about this. You should be excited about this, but if you want to skip ahead, it's in the timeline below. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and I'm so excited to be talking about the first product that got me onto the YouTube spectrum, and that is the Microsoft Surface Duo. And it's nice to see that it has a successor in the form of the Microsoft Surface Duo 2. And this device is much better than what I thought. So in a way, Microsoft has redesigned this device, and in a way they have not. So they still kept the two separate glass design, joined by that revolutionary 360-degree hinge, so you can fold it any way you want to without risk of snapping it. Now, each display is 5.8-inch AMOLED. When joined together, increases your screen real estate to 8.3 inches, which makes things like gaming, chatting, vlogging, and maybe vlogging, I'm not sure, multitasking effortlessly. Now, they're each made out of Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. They have a refresh rate of 90 Hz and a peak brightness of 800 nits, which is pretty good. Now, the big redesign actually comes in the form of the camera. If you don't remember the Duo Gen 1, it only had one camera lens. This shows that Microsoft is taking this device very seriously, because they've changed the camera system and introduced a triple lens setup. So at the top, you'll find your 16 megapixel ultra wide with an f2.2 aperture and 110 degrees field of view. Next, you got your 12 megapixel wide lens with an f1.7 aperture, and then you've got your 12 megapixel telephoto lens with an f2.4 aperture and 2x optical zoom. Another thing that I find cool about this device is how Microsoft is handling notifications. So in the past, you didn't know if you were receiving a notification unless you heard it. Now they've incorporated a thin little strip, a display, into the hinge of the device that lights up when you're receiving a phone call. It will show you if you have any notifications, and it will glow this interesting green light when you're charging your device. Although I do see how this can be annoying, especially at night, because then you got some random green night light going on. I mean, I definitely wouldn't need that because I'm not scared of the dark. The fingerprint reader can be found in the power button, same like the old model. And you know what? I'm a bit disappointed. I maybe wanted to see some sort of form of Windows Hello or some facial recognition, because a lot of phones have this, and that they don't have this kind of puts them behind the pack. I mean, unless they were competing with the iPad mini. I mean, that thing has also got a fingerprint reader in the power button. 5G is also available to this device in the form of the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 5G. I know it's a shame it's not the 888 Plus, but you know what? That's not a big deal. What is a big deal is that you're able to stream effortlessly across wherever you are, basically, whatever TV show you want to, have instant access to cloud services, no problem. 5G is heaven, isn't it? So the starting price of this phone is very steep. I mean, it's $1,499.99, and that is a big price to pay, but maybe you could rationalize it this way. You're getting two screens and two batteries for the price of one phone. Yeah. Onto what Microsoft states is their most powerful Surface laptop ever, and you know what I state is the most beautiful laptop I've ever seen. This is the new Microsoft Surface Laptop Studio, and whoever designed this, listen, I tip my hat off to you, because when I saw this computer do this, it figuratively blew my mind. So Microsoft has made this laptop as the portable version of their Studio desktop all-in-one computers. To be able to adjust that screen at any angle to create that artistic flow, it's going to be very appealing to many people, and it's going to be one of the hot selling cakes. I tell you, this thing is going to be one of the most popular laptops on the market. Now, let's talk about the rest of the computer. It's made out of a magnesium aluminum finish, and it is only available in one color, and the color is platinum. And I could not agree more with color choice, because this computer just screams pure platinum. Now the display on here is amazing, and it has to be because it actually has to appeal to the artistic crowd. So it is a 14.4 inch pixel sense display with an aspect ratio of 3:2. It has a resolution of 2400 by 1600, up to 120 Hz refresh rate. And I don't know if you picked up on it by now, it does have touchscreen support and pen support, so yeah. Above the display, you'll find your 1080p webcam, and I understand how Microsoft was able to do this because the display has to be thicker to be able to fold over and to be able to be drawn onto, and they have managed to squeeze into that space a 1080p webcam. So I'm glad they've done that, and it's nice to see that some laptops are now going in that direction to getting a 1080p webcam. Oh, did I mention it also has Windows Hello? The touchpad has been redesigned, and I can tell Microsoft is tired of Apple leading the market in this direction because now they have their own haptic touchpad, which I think is great. But the question is now, are they as good as Apple? Have they beaten Apple, or have they actually dropped the ball? Only time will find out when we get more reviews on this device. You also get gesture support, which obviously has been optimized for Windows 11. I mean, basically all the products in this event have been optimized for Windows 11 or made for Windows 11. I mean, they say made for Windows 11, made for Windows 11, made for Windows 11. Port selection on this device is pretty simple. You can clearly see they've taken another page out of Apple's book, and they've gotten rid of the USB Type A and introduced just primarily Thunderbolt 4 ports on the left side. So you got two Thunderbolt 4 ports on the left, and on the right you got a headphone jack and a SD card reader, which, you know what, they may have taken a page, but at least they keep something that us creators find extremely What? That is not an SD card reader. Is that a connector for charging? Oh, come on, Microsoft. Okay, on to what makes this special laptop actually work. So the CPU can either go for 11th gen Intel Core i5 11300H, which is a 4-core 8-thread processor with a base clock speed of 2.6 GHz that can be turbo boosted to 4.4 GHz. Or you can go for the 11th gen Intel Core i7 11370H, which is also a 4-core 8-thread processor with a base clock speed of 3 GHz that can be turbo boosted to 4.8 GHz. Now, the GPU, you get two flavors. You can either go for the blue or the green. So you can either go for the integrated graphics, or you can only go for the RTX 3050 Ti, which is perfect for video editing, graphics design, or your artistic need. But it's also nice as you can do some gaming. Now, don't expect to be playing those AAA titles at ultra settings 60 to 70 frames per second, because it is not happening. If you are falling into that category, you're a hardcore gamer, you are somebody who belongs in the Razers, the Lenovo Legions, the Asus Zephyruses, that is your domain. This is meant for the creators that do some gaming on the side, so you can do that, which is a nice option. Now, cooling this, Microsoft has added a nice little lump at the bottom. And honestly, when I first saw this from the side, I thought that looks suspiciously like a MacBook with a bit of junk in the trunk. So the cooling system actually consists of two fans located on either sides of the palm rest, obviously underneath the palm rest, but there's no visible heat pipes. Now, I'm not sure if I missed something. I could not find images or videos. If you prove me wrong, let me know in the comments below. But if there are no heat pipes, then we got a problem, because this is not an M1 chip. You cannot rely on passively cooling this chip. It's an Intel chip. It gets very hot. Passively cooling via airflow and a heatsink is not going to work, and if that is what Microsoft has done, that is where a turning point happens, where thermal throttling is a real deal. Now, another thing what I find is a bit of a stretch is battery life. So Microsoft claims you can get about 18 hours of typical usage if you get the i7, you get 19 hours of typical usage if you get the i5, but you're only getting a 58 watt-hour battery, so might be stretching it a bit there. I'm not sure how this thing will measure in performance, but I don't think you're going to get anywhere near those numbers. Maximum maybe 10 hours. Yeah, that's all I can say. So starting price for this laptop is $1,599.99, and yes, I know it's a full $100 more than the Surface Duo, which makes you wonder, is it that great of a deal, or is it that great of a deal? Let me know in the comments down below if you actually are interested in this device. I'm actually very, very curious about your feedback. And that is the end of the video, guys, and I'd like to thank you so much for watching it. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as to smash that notification bell to be kept informed about my weekly videos. I really hope I don't become those YouTubers who don't have a regular upload schedule. I'm trying to keep to 1 week. But yeah, please subscribe, please like if you really did like this video. And also my affiliate links are in the bottom below. Okay, so the affiliate links for these products are not available on Amazon yet, but as soon as they do become, I will be adding them. So if they are there and you would like to support the channel, please do so. There's no extra cost to yourself. And if they're not there, please, and you want to get it from Microsoft. Yeah, so anyway, guys, have a good one.